Kala. I'll radio you from the other side.
Are you really about to offer yourself up as a guinea pig for an untested technology? This is insanity.
Nothing ever gets accomplished by not taking chances, Hive.
You can tell when you can fly through by the sparks.
Sounds fancy. Let's do it.
I knew this would end in disaster. You have been transported to a planet interior, never to find your way out again, and you will die here. Ha! I was right.
All right, Hive. No need to be so happy about it. Does anyone read me? No response. Where the heck are we? Let's just take a little look around and see if there's a way out.
She tricked you. The blue alien has achieved its deception.
I'm pretty sure that's not what happened, Hive. There must have been a miscalibration somehow. I mean, I did change location at least, and I am in one piece. Hey, you know what? The wildlife in here's familiar. I'll be damned if I'm not somewhere back in the Kaid Nebula.
The blue alien will have morphed into its true hideous self and consumed all of your companions by now.
Seriously, Hive, get a grip. I didn't know you were imbued with so much imagination.
I am only stating possibilities.
You are enjoying my predicament way too much. At least the radio silence gives me some time to think about things. I mean, none of this is how I expected it to turn out. You know what I'm talking about, Hive?
I have not the foggiest.
I feel things have changed. All I cared about to start with was getting out of the DMZ. I only seem to be becoming more embroiled in it.
You are certainly deeply entangled in the political intrigues of the region, although I am certain you could still extricate yourself.
Yeah, sure, but to what end? What would be the consequences of that? The more I think about it, the more I realize that my commitments are here. In the Beltigrades, in the DMZ. Afraid a load of Viridium might get me back to the homeworlds and in a very luxurious condition. But would I really be happy with myself?
Happiness. Oh, dear. Every philosophical discussion with a human always comes to this.
Things are looking up, Hive. I think I see light at the end of the tunnel.
So soon? Humans often mention such a thing when they are near the end.
No, I'm not speaking metaphorically. I really think I see a way out. Huh, look at that. It's where we picked up Kala and Eduardo. Anyone back at base reading me?
There you are, Clico. Something went wrong.
You're telling me, Kala. We ended up right next to your escape pod.
Ah, Toka. I think I know the reason. There are no other rips or connections yet, except for the ones on my ship.
Adam, I believe this may have been caused by the lack of reference points in the cluster. Kala seems to have expected there to be other points. The experiment sent you to your present location because there was a very slight reference signal emanating from the cube within the escape pod Kala traveled in. If you can retrieve it, we will be able to calibrate a more exact travel and create more reference points where we go.
Okay, let's try that. If we can get this to work without being transported into a sun's core, this tech could really be a game changer. Let's see. There. Okay, I got Kala's cube.
Adam, there is another matter.
Go ahead.
Kala is quite upset by this turn of events. She is confused as to why no reference points exist in this end of the galaxy. This must mean that she is a lot further from her homeworld than she first thought.
Well, do your best to comfort her and let her know that we'll do what we can to help her find her way home. So, Kala, are you feeling okay? What would we need to do next?
We will make new rips and connections.
From what I've gathered, this works a bit like the Einstein-Rosen bridge.
Toka, it's not a bridge, but a fold. Or a rip, Kliko.
We'll get there. But right now, I think I'll have to use conventional means to reach the Commissioner's location. I've left her hanging. I bet she'll be pissed. This fast travel technology is too promising to pass up. Let's try to open up some routes, or rips, when we assemble the parts we need.
You are seriously going to attempt that folly? Again?
It might just be the insurance we need to get out of the DMZ if everything goes south. Time to face the music. Patch me through to the Commissioner.
First you tell me it's important, and then you don't show up.
Yeah, look, I got sidetracked. Are you still at the coords you gave me?
Of course not. I'm on the move again. Tell me your current location, and perhaps we can meet at a convenient point midway.
I'm near Aethor in the Kait Nebula.
Well, I'm not bringing my cruiser in there with those lunatics at large. Meet me at the abandoned jump gate in Zarkov. Don't keep me waiting.
You got it.
Adam, before you proceed to the Commissioner's location, I would like to request that I accompany you to the meeting.
Actually, Tareen, that might not be a bad idea. I think she needs to get the bigger picture on this. Although I think Hawk knows a lot of the DMZ's secrets, an Okar perspective might be what she needs. Why don't you fill me in a little more on the significance of this comet?
Eshahar is of great importance, and its passage signals the beginning of a season of ritual festivities on our home planets.
Let's see what the Commissioner has to say about all this.
Adam, I must admit I have some trepidation about how events appear to be escalating.
As far as I can make out, Hawk is here in a diplomatic and intelligence capacity. We just need to get the word out to keep the peace.
took you so long, Roslyn? I thought you knew how to navigate the DMZ.
You haven't been straight with me about the mission you sent me on, to the lunar colony.
Well, my mission here is over, and I have no further assignments for you, unless you want to make yourself useful for once and give me something this massage droid cannot.
Damn it, Hawk. We know about the Sacred Comet, and we know its trajectory. You sent me to check how close Blakemore was to finding it.
Any violation of the Comet, of Eshahar, would result in the end of any toleration between our races.
Yes, I know. Spare me the lecture. Traitor Tareen, the Okar warrior who wanted to be a cleric. Another anomaly of the DMZ. What strange bedfellows you two make. The Okar consider you an outcast. Why do you care whether we go to war?
I may have pursued a life of religious contemplation, but I would still fight to protect peace. The return of Eshahar and the discovery that it is in danger has reawakened my sense of commitment to my faith and my people.
Interesting. And you obviously found Mr. Roslin receptive to your concerns. If it wasn't for you, I'd leave this godforsaken place once and for all. But I also hate unfinished business. And perhaps I underestimated you from the very beginning. Okay, let me fill you in on some of the details. By all appearances, you have found the comet before Blakemore. Unfortunately, the Okar are also aware of his activities. They are preparing a preemptive strike against GMB's lunar colony.
That would trigger a war.
Indeed. And as it happens, you have found me after appraising the Federal Council of the situation, and they have resolved, quite disappointingly, to let affairs play out on their own. I asked to parley with Emissary Sareth in order to buy time and allow me to handle GMB myself. However, communications have suddenly ceased. There is a sub-faction of Okar hardliners agitating for war. My suspicions lead me to believe that they have something to do with this.
I get the feeling you have the need for another covert operation.
You and Tareen might be the key to solving this impasse. It's not like I can go in with a fleet cruiser, guns blazing. This would get me the leverage I need to stop Blakemore. As previously agreed, you would receive full amnesty. You get to keep your base, and you gain free passage out of the DMZ.
Tareen, what do you think? You up for this?
I do not expect to receive much welcome from my kind. I am the errant example that spawnlings are warned of.
You're still an Okar. Even if I reach the emissary, he has no reason to listen to me. But together, I'd just be curious enough to hear us out.
Perhaps. Of course, whether we can reach the emissary alive is another question.
So, Tareen, what can you tell me about these Okar hardliners?
They call themselves Okar Prime. They seek to reclaim all space lost by the arrival of the Colonials. Any opportunity to trigger a new war would suit their purposes perfectly. Their sentiments do not reflect those of the Okar majority, however, who are happy to remain in a separated peace.
Damn it, Adam, what's taking you so long? I got Maddox breathing down my neck, and he is kicking up a stink.
Hey, Delia, the Commissioner sent us to make contact with the Okar about the situation. Sit tight. I'll keep you posted.
We're in trouble! Hostiles on all sides!
I need space. More space!
like that was it. Thanks for your help.
Lost cargo is in this area. The signal seems to be blocked by some structure.
Let's mow him down.
so glad you came. Let me introduce you to my father, Professor Bernard Lefrere.
Please, first names. Can't have such formalities with the man who saved my life. It is an honor to meet you, young man.
The pleasure is mine.
I am ever indebted to you for rescuing me from the clutches of those poor maniacs. You know, you bear the striking resemblance of a subject for dissection I once made. It must be my age, my memory playing with me.
Yeah, I get that a lot. So, you made a full recovery? How did you manage that?
My colleagues worked diligently to reverse the effects of the dark energy which bombarded my mind, and found a way to accelerate recovery by using subsonic wavelengths.
Interesting.
That's why we asked you here. We think we can do the same for the Redeemers. We can save them from their madness. But we would need your help.
Oh, well, I am approached for a lot of favors, you know.
Undoubtedly, because you are such a competent person. It speaks well for your character.
Okay, give it to me straight. What are you planning?
My father's team has developed a device which can funnel these dark energy blocking wavelengths and transmit them over short distances.
So to say, we have developed an infrasound burst missile which, if delivered within range of a Redeemer, can disrupt their link with the ancient curse which has them in their grip. We need someone brave enough to go back into their territory, confront them up close, and give them a therapeutic dose of this infrasound frequency.
They were all just normal people once. I suppose they deserve a second chance.
I told you he was a good man with a good heart, Father.
Does this mean you will assist us in this vital work?
It would seem the right thing to do.
Bravo! Your kindness in this matter is to be commended. Meet me near the Redeemer base, and we will begin our work.
What? You're coming too? This might be dangerous, Bernard.
I know the risk. I've seen the darkness. All the more reason I must be there to calibrate the device and bring salvation to those poor souls. I will meet you there.
Thanks, Adam.
Aren't you a little worried that your father is throwing himself back into jeopardy again?
No, because I know he has you at his side.
Looks like no one's taking care of this base. Guess it's gotta be me. It's all done.
Thank you.
I'm out.
We are surrounded by hostiles and taking fire. Request immediate assistance.
I got him.
I'll be first to shoot him down.
I'm taking the time out.
I'll be the first to shoot him down.
Cannon's ready.
I'll try again later.
Target in sight.
More of them jumping in.
Triggers ready for action.
Okay, I think we're clear. Thanks a lot for your help.
It's all done.
Thank you. this is one of the places Kala marked. I should be able to establish a spatial bypass here.
You are determined to risk your particles being rearranged for this alien technology?
You're just sore you didn't come up with it yourself.
I have other priorities, in case you fail to notice. Keeping you alive, for one.
And that's rewarding enough for you. Kala, are you there?
Nama? Yes, Kliko, I am here.
I'm at the first location. So what happens now?
Use the cube with the right components to create a rip in space.
Rip in space, yeah, so you keep saying. Okay, so I need all these components? Some seem very particular.
I'll give you a list of the appropriate components. They are a little different here than in my homeworld, but they should serve their purpose.
I see, okay. I'll call you again once I have the basics. All right, seems like I need all the parts to make this work. Let's see what we got. I did it! It's done! Kala, are you there? I established the first spatial bypass, the first rip.
Yes, Kliko. I've seen the energy surge near you. You can use any rip to get back here.
So I should be able to fast travel between here and the home base now. I need to establish more points if I want to get around quickly.
Yes, Kliko, you can build more. I'll give you a few more places that fit. It doesn't work everywhere.
Got it. Let's try this out now, shall we?
No. You risk being translocated to your grave.
It was a hypothetical question, Hive. I really don't need your opinion.
This technology goes against all science. I thoroughly disapprove of it.
The deed is done.
Payment will be sent.
leftovers from the war. It's time to get rid of these mines. This place is now much safer thanks to me. I finished the job.
Great. Signature is fine. Here you go.
My hull is almost compromised.
Try. You will regret this.
This is gonna be fun.
A direct monetary reward for your endeavors.